Hello students, in this lecture we will be studying introducing 8086 programming in a C programming language. This topic is not directly mentioned in your syllabus, but we have an assignment for uh, using 8086 instructions in a C program. The assignment that we have is uh, using files, writing something into the file, deleting a file, creating a file or directory in C program, and for that purpose we use 8086 instructions. Let's see this in detail one by one. We have some built-in unions and structures in C programming language which will use few uh, customs in microprocessors. For example, REGS is a union which is used to access the 8086 registers. For example, union REGS. Note that REGS should have all capital letters. Example is K. So K.H.AL will give you AL register, K.H.AH will give you AH register. That means to access all the 8-bit registers, we have to use K.H, and if you want to access any 16-bit register, it should be K.X. For example, K.X.AX, K.X.BX. So in general, we have 4 16-bit registers and 8 8-bit registers, so they are used accordingly. There is a structure called SREGS. Again, note that SREGS is all capital letters. It is used to access the segment registers. So there are 4 segment registers in 8086. So it is declared in this way: struct SREGS. S is a variable of the type structure. So S.CS, S.DS, S.SS and S.ES. Now the interrupts in 8086 are executed in C programming language using 4 different types of instructions. First instruction is int86. The syntax is it's a function int86. There are 3 parameters for this. First parameter is the interrupt number. Second parameter is address of the input registers. Third parameter is address of the output registers. For example, if we have in and out 2 unions of the type REGS, then int86 within the bracket, when we want to execute 21H, the interrupt 21H, we should write it as 0x21. 0x indicates the hexadecimal equivalent of 21. So 21H, and in and out. So input registers and output registers. Now the next function is int DOS. It's a single word, INTDOS. This is used specifically for the interrupt 21H. So we need not have to mention the interrupt number here. It is same as that of int 86. Only the difference is it is only meant for int 21H. So it uses only 2 parameters. First one is address of input registers, second one is address of output registers. So int 86 and 0x21 comma and in comma and out. This is equivalent to int DOS and in and out. Next instruction is int 86x. This is similar to int 86. Only the difference is it has the 4th parameter, which is the address of a segment registers. So it has interrupt number, address of input register, address of output registers. Along with that, it has address of segment registers. So declaration and usage is same as that of int86x. Next instruction is int DOSX, same as that of int DOS. That means it is used to implement int21h, and along with the input output registers, it has the address of the segment registers. So it is expected that in the program that you write, you have to use all these 4 instructions. Now let us see how to write the program. The declaration of the variables are done as per the C programming context. We have 2 special variables which are known as functions, fp underscore of, fp underscore set. So it indicates that it will get the far address of a segment, offset, and its variable. So fp underscore off will get the far address offset, and fp underscore sec will get the address of the far address of the segment. So this will be used when we use our program uses 2 different segments. So the function is present in one segment and it is called in another segment, another code segment to be specific. So that is known as far addressing. So for these two, when we use far addressing, then we have to use the instructions int86x and int DOSX. Next, the functions that we use, the int21h functions. When ah is equal to 39h, it is used to create the subdirectory. That means when we use this, these are the things that you should remember. DX register should have the path name, and when it is executed, see if the carry flag is cleared if it is successfully executed. Otherwise, CF will be set, that means carry flag will be 1 and the error code will be present in AX register. So in the input string, registers, we have to put the DX value as the path name, and in AH register 39H must be mentioned. The function AH is equal to 3CH is used to create or truncate file. That means if the file is not present, then it is created. If it is already present, then it gets truncated. That means it gets deleted and again it will be restarted. So as in the previous case, DX will get the file name. Carry flag will be clear. Remember that in all the these functions, carry flag will be cleared when the function is executed successfully. Otherwise, it will be set and error code is present in AX register. The function AH is equal to 3DH is used to open an existing file. So when AL is equal to 0, it is the file is opened for reading purpose, and when AL is equal to 1, it is used for writing. So it depends on the value of AL and AL register whether the file is to be read or write mode. DX register contains the name of the file, and carry flags works accordingly. For successful it is clear, for error it is set. Function 3EH is used to close the file. The BX register contains the file handle, which will be returned generally when you create a file or when you open the file in the read mode or write mode. Again, carry flag is set for error, 0 for successful. The function AH is equal to 3FH is used to read something from the file. As the input registers BX will be the file handle, CX will be equal to the number of bytes to be read, and DX has the buffer for the data. So when executed, uh, the data will be present in the DX register, the buffer, and as usual, if it is successfully done, then carry flag is cleared, otherwise it is set. The function EH is equal to 40H is used to write something to the file. Input BX register will have the file handle, CX register will be equal to the number of bytes to be written, and DX has the data to write. So once this is executed, the data present in DX register will be written into the file, and carry flag will be successful if it is clear. The function 41H is used to delete a file. DX contains the name of the file, and that's it. If it is deleted successfully, carry flag will be cleared, otherwise it is set to 1. So thus it is expected that using all these functions and interrupt functions, you should write the program in which all these functions are used, and the program has to create a file, delete a file, change a directory, read from the file, write to the file. Bye.